things are cooling off. And I can show you in this video exactly what my clients and I are doing to take advantage of that cooling off and how we're going about that, but you're gonna wanna stick around to the end. I'm gonna start by telling you about how crazy it's been the last year. I know you all have heard these stories. Multiple offers, lots of homes selling for above list price. Well, in Ashland, we experienced that big time. It was a big thing for sure. One of my clients was moving up from Southern California, wanted to be in Ashland, and we found the perfect place for her. It was awesome. She walked in at the moment she saw it, she was like, this is it. We had already seen 10 other homes, but this was the one that she wanted. And she was able to get that home and beat out others in a multiple offer situation by having cash, by being able to offer over the asking price, and it turned out to be great for her. She loves being in that home. And that's what buyers have had to do in the last year in order to get into these homes, is they've had to go up over asking price, and they've had to be really aggressive. Now, if you love the home, great, then it's totally worth it. But what if you don't love the home? Well, that's a different story. Maybe you shouldn't be looking at offering above asking price in those kind of situations. And the good news is the market is changing and you don't have to do that anymore in Ashland, at least not right now. I can tell you, as a seller, it's a little bit different too. Sellers over the last year, I'm thinking of a couple that had a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that was built in 2018, very well taken care of, and they did great. We had 6 offers within the first day on that home. It was incredible. And they were able to take that equity and move and pay off bills and go to a different place. It was amazing for them. Well, the sellers out there are not quite seeing that same thing either. Things are definitely cooling off. There's a trend to price reductions right now in Ashland, and it's really important to know how to navigate that. So what's causing the change in market conditions? Well, obviously you've heard about the Fed and the interest rates and what that's doing. Well, historically, my friends, it is still really low. Of course, it wasn't the bottom like we saw a couple years ago. I got lucky. I was able to get literally at the bottom with a 2.25% mortgage. Not everybody was able to get in at that time. So the rates are still relatively low. Really, it's still not a bad time to buy, but it's causing a change in market conditions. Why? Because people's monthly mortgage payment is going up, which means they can afford less home. Well, that's having an impact on prices and is bringing prices down. In fact, many people are forecasting that there will be a decline in home sales this year. Many experts like Fannie Mae and NAHB had initially forecasted home sales to go up this year. However, they are now adjusting their forecast and lowering it to include fewer home sales, which means prices will come down. That means there are fewer buyers able to buy the homes at the prices that they're listed at. The market has to adjust. Now, you've got to be careful here because I have another client whose name is Ted. Let's call him Ted. And he was going to move up from Arizona, and he was concerned about the rise in prices and didn't want to get into a bidding war. And so he was hanging back, and he sold his home in Arizona, has a bunch of cash, bought an RV, has his wife and dogs and a kid in this RV now. And their plan was to just wait it out a few months. Well, it's been almost a year. Home prices have continued to go up. And now as the interest rates go up, Ted and his wife and family are kind of stuck living in an RV on their parents' property because they didn't really think ahead in terms of what they were going to do next. They got freaked out by the market. I understand. Americans panic with the best of them. It's just one of the things we do. One of the ways we've always handled adverse conditions is we kind of panic. And there's some good to that because it causes us to stop and maybe think a little bit about what we're doing. Well, now Ted and his wife are stuck in an RV and they don't have a place to go because they just were thinking, I'll just wait. Well, waiting may not be the right thing to do. In fact, right now, I would say if you're looking to buy a home, is a good time to do it because of these cooling market conditions. And sellers are a little confused, and sellers are starting to get, oh no, it's no longer a seller's market. I'm not gonna get 15 offers on my home. What am I gonna do? Well, they're gonna reduce their prices. Let's go over and let's check out the MLS for the last week in Ashland, Oregon, just to show you some of the price reductions that are happening.
Okay, so here's a list of homes that are in Ashland that have been reduced in the last week. So this is just between May 3rd and May 10th. So look, here's a beautiful home, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,400 square foot. They started it at $629. They've dropped it $4,000 to $625. But let's look at this one, 4-bedroom, 1,900 square foot home. It's on Oregon Street. Started at $949 and now they're at $875. So you're starting to see some significant price drops. Here's one was at $499 and now it's $399. Here's one that's $649, now it's $619. Here's another one that's It's $398. Now it's $383. This is an indication. Look at all these homes that were in Ashland that were reduced in the last week. This is a significant change. We did not see this over the last year or so. Here's one that was $725. Now it's $695. Beautiful 2,400 square foot home. And look at the days on the market. You're seeing much longer days on the market. 319 days. Of course, that's the price point. It's nearly $1 million home. 183 days. 190 days. You're seeing homes on the market for a lot longer. Sometimes they go pending quick. This one at $550,000 was reduced and then it went pending. That happens still. They're still going quick. So good deals are going fast. What you want to do is you want to check, you want to get one that's price reduced. Okay. And so the price reductions is an indication that the market is cooling, which means there's more opportunity for you. And that's a good sign.
Okay, so what does this mean? What do you do? Well, it means that homes are not going as fast as they were. They're staying on the market longer, which leads to price reductions. Okay, so what are my clients gonna do? Well, I'm not gonna give away all the top secrets. If you want the best secrets, just hit me up, send me a text or give me a phone call. We'll talk through exactly what strategy might work best for you. But I can tell you one thing my clients aren't gonna do, and that is they're not going to be offering over asking right now. And they're also not gonna come in right as there's a price reduction. Why? Because if you were, think of it this way, if you were selling a home and you reduce the price by $20,000 and someone comes in and offers you a below offer, below that new price reduction on the very day that you reduced it, you're probably going to say no. You're going to say, I'm going to wait. We're going to give it some more time and see what the market does. Well, that would be just one little bit of advice and something that I found has been very effective with my clients in this changing market. There's a couple of really interesting strategies that you can employ. So if you're really interested right now on how to win in this Ashland market, go ahead and hit me up. I can tell you though, it's definitely cooling off, which is great. Good riddance to the bidding wars. If I can be any help, hit me up. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.